Hi all, welcome back to learning. This is the React.js tutorial. Now, all the basic topics are completed. I completed a small application also using the topics we have seen so far. Now I have started the advanced part. So last session we have seen useRef and the React memo. Okay, what is the use of useRef hook? How do we use React memo? Right. Now in this video we are going to talk about use callback hook. What is the purpose of it? Again, all these are used to avoid unnecessary re-render, because when you talk about react just any interview, they will be so focused on ki how do you avoid unnecessary re-render. So react.memo, use ref, use callback, these are the things what we use to avoid unnecessary re-render of our component. Fine. So let's see that. Before moving ahead, if you are new to my channel, please do like and subscribe. In video description, you will be finding a link of my WhatsApp group. You can join that to connect with me. Fine. The same project I'm using. Okay. Now here, if I show you, so I have a reusable component, my list, which is only simple responsible to show the list of the element, ULLI simply. Okay. So now this my list component, I'm going, it has one props, that is list item, array of string. So let's render it over here. So dot row call 6, and here I will render my list component. Now this my list component expect an array, right? So what I will do globally, I will put a constant, let's say city list array. Sorry, just some array we will put. Let's say Pune, Mumbai, Nashik, Nagpur. Fine. So I have created an array, and now this array I will pass along with the props to this. So my list currently we just have one prop, that is list item, and passing this. So in useRef component we are rendering my list component. Fine, and it should iterate. ULLI should be visible. So here you can see Pune, Mumbai, Nashik, Nagpur is visible. Now what I need to do, if I click on Nashik, whatever the item I select, I need to send it back to the parent component. So from child component, whenever I select particular LI, what LI I select, what city I select, that I need to send it back to the parent component. So send the data back to the parent component. So for that, here you need to add one more item. So on select. Now we are going to pass param data also. So item colon string type of data void, right? Then over here also we need to get that on select. Now on click of it. So on click round bracket, because we have to pass data along with it. So on select, and I will pass the item itself. Now this component has two props. One is props and another is the event, that is on select. Now over here, see it is giving error because we need to catch that also. Now I'm creating one more function, constant get selected item, item name, data types colon string. Let's create a state where we will store the data also, whatever the data we get. So here I will say that selected item, and here it will set selected item. So I have this state. Okay. Now just pay attention properly. Let me format it properly. Okay. Now this function, we will pass it over here on this. So whenever it invoke, this function will get called. And once we get the item name, send it from the child component, that we will store it into this state over here. And the state, this I will print it so that we can show that the data we got it printed over here. Fine. So we have a reusable component where we have the data. Now here in the reusable component, child component, I'm adding just the console.log. So we can see how many times this component is getting re-rendered. Okay. Let's save it and check it. Let's open a console. Okay. Now if you check the console, let's move back to the form. Now, if I navigate to the useRef, here you can see my list component is getting rendered for the first time. This is also I have rendered, so this is also getting rendered. So now, if I click on it, let me clear it. If I click on it, see my list component is getting, see the selected item I'm getting in the parent component, but my child component is also getting re-rendered again. So the properties, props, whatever the props I'm passing, that is not getting changed, but still it is getting, your child component is getting re-rendered. So first thing what we do is we use react.memo so that it should not re-render. Let's try that. So react.memo. Let's see it. Now we have added memo, so it should not re-render ideally. That is the thing what we have seen in the last video. Let's try now. If I go over here, for the first time, my component is getting re-rendered. That is, it is getting rendered. That is perfectly fine. Now, if I click on over here, Nashik, still my component is getting re-rendered. Even after adding react.memo, my component is getting re-rendered. Why? Because on click of it, we are invoking a function of the parent component. So what it does, it recreate the function. And if it recreates, again, your component get re-rendered, the child component. So to avoid getting recreating the reference of this function, again, recreating. So what we need to do, you need to use callback. So use callback. Okay. And here with empty dependency, we will call it. So by just adding use callback, you see what happens. So when I navigate to the useRef component, first time my component is getting re-rendered, executed. That is perfectly fine. If I click on Mumbai, see, I got the value into the parent component, but now my child component is not getting re-rendered. So what, by using use callback, we avoid creating unnecessary reference of it. We are not creating a reference of it every time we are executing it. Okay, so use callbacks allows us, or it will avoid to create unnecessary reference of the new same function again and again whenever you are invoking that function from the child component. So because of use callback, you are not, your the reference is not getting created again, and your child component won't trigger again. Got it? So use callback hook, react.memo. Against two things, we use it in a combination, and we are avoiding unnecessary re-render. So it's little bit hard, you know. So most of you might know, like I basically belongs to the Angular, right? Angular.net. This is, means I know the React basic, I know how it works, but this is the first time I'm exploring, or what do we say, all the advanced topic also I'm exploring for the first time. Last time in the company we're working, I had a one project there. We didn't had a very so much scenarios. It was a simple application. We completed it, right? We use callback or react.memo because it was a very simple application. But now I wanted to get myself ready, because for either you say for the YouTube or for my current company also, because we don't have that much React Angular project. So I have to be ready for React also. If times comes, I have to be ready for Next.js also, right? So now I can relate, or if you are learning React for the first time, or you are an Angular developer and you are learning React, I can relate more easily that till now, all the basic topic, it was very easy to understand. But now moving ahead, these topics are a little bit confusing. So you might feel it difficult to relate. But again, if you use this concept daily, then you will get proper hands-on, and then you will understand why we need to take care of unnecessary re-render so much. Okay. So use callback, we have seen. Use ref, we have seen. Right? React.memo already we have seen. Again, memo is also there. So slowly, one by one topic, I will explain one advanced topic at a time. Okay. If you are following, so before starting all the advanced topic, first complete the project, that inquiry management application we have done. So complete that project. Then only you will be familiar with the basic thing. Then advanced topics you will be able to understand. Okay. So I hope you are able to understand, right? If you are new to my channel, please do subscribe. In video description, we'll be finding a link of my WhatsApp group. You can join that also. Thank you. Thanks a lot for watching.